For 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good afternoon, Chair Khan. It's a pleasure to have you before us today. I have read your testimony. Thank you for your time and your testimony. Ensuring that emerging American businesses have an opportunity to grow and to thrive is essential for our economy. And one of the most American practices, so to speak. America is a country that is built on the success of creative and innovative ideas. The determination of grit of its people is so vital, and the endless opportunities of its society. And for these reasons, we must do all that we can in our power to support competition, as you just mentioned, and fight monopolies which crush American opportunities. A robust antitrust framework supports small businesses by helping to ensure that they are not intimidated into conciliation. It empowers the American people by allowing them freedom of choice in the marketplace. A robust antitrust framework strengthens American workers against monopolistic efforts to lower wages and eliminate their benefits. That is why it's so wonderful to have you here today. Thank you so much for being here at the helm of the FTC. You have actually been a champion of enforcing America's antitrust and competition laws for years, and America's economy is much stronger for it. And in fact, the U.S. has the highest post-pandemic growth of any nation in the G7 and the lowest inflation, with a historic low unemployment rate of 3.7%, and that must be noted here today. As I spoke on earlier, enforcement of antitrust laws helps to promote fair competition across the United States economy while protecting consumers and workers from deceptive and unfair practices. Balancing competition and effective antitrust enforcement are critical to protecting our consumers, our workers, innovation, and economic equity in this country. Over the past 20 years, the U.S. has seen consolidation across all markets, whether it be in a nursing home industry, tech industry, or agriculture industry. Can you please comment on how this is applied in the context of large mergers that affect smaller competitors in the marketplace?
So, Congresswoman, when we see mergers between two large firms, especially if they're competing in the same market, that can make it more difficult for newer entrants to come into the market. We've seen how entry barriers can be raised, and independent firms, small businesses can have a difficult time really competing on a level playing field if the merger is leading to market power that allows the merged firms to get special types of terms or discriminatory benefits that are not available to others.
Thank you. So these past two terms, Congress has actually been examining the role of big tech companies and their exercise of market dominance, which has allowed them to make a profit and to leverage their gatekeeper power over small or new companies and competitors. Can you talk about the steps that you are taking to ensure smaller companies, especially in the tech marketplace, get a fair chance to compete against bigger, more entrenched companies?
So the FTC has been looking closely at digital markets since before I joined the commission. One of the first actions that we took when I joined was refiling the FTC's amended complaint against Facebook, where the FTC is alleging that Facebook's acquisitions of Instagram and WhatsApp were anti-competitive and really helped Facebook maintain its dominance in ways that locked out rivals and really hurt consumers at the end of the day. We're continuing to look closely at mergers and acquisitions to make sure that if we worry that these acquisitions are similarly going to create dominance and allow firms to maintain their monopoly, that we're acting swiftly there.
So under your tenure, FTC has endeavored to restore meaningful antitrust law enforcement over the last 2 years. And in this process, the FTC has made some powerful enemies. Have you not? Yes, you have. I can answer that for you.
A lot of folks, yes.
So isn't the lesson learned here that antitrust agencies should trust vigorous competition and antitrust enforcement to deliver innovation and better services rather than enabling entrenched gatekeepers to continue growing through acquisition in markets?
Absolutely. I think America's history shows that when we promote fair and open competition, that's what best produces innovation and allows us to succeed.
Thank you, and I'm out of time.
Thank you. I recognize the gentleman from Wisconsin.